Hi everyone! Tomorrow we're going to travel again. So I want to share with you today how we organize our bags because it's a work by itself, right? There's a lot of small steps that we want to follow every time, so we make sure that everything has its own place. And I want to show you what bags we use, what packing bags we use, and just show you how we make it all fit in our bags. So my process starts with putting everything that I want to fit in my carry-on bag, which is this one here, and I'll explain you why I got these models soon. And I place everything that I want to put in here. There's still a few clothes that we just washed there, so they have to dry. So it's just a few pieces that I can fit on the sides after that. But the most of it is in here and it's ready to be packed. All my packing cubes are already here and they're already divided in their categories. Like I have tops and some socks, my underwear and thicker socks here. I have my clothes that I'm gonna wear tomorrow here. Another small bag with my some personal stuff here. And basically here, shirts and dresses. Here I have some skirts and a big jacket that I have. And here pants and shorts, basically. So it's all divided in sizes and it's pretty easy to find them after I get you somewhere new. Now is the most exciting time where we get the packing cubes compressed. So this one, as you can see, they have an extra zipper here. Oops. And I'm gonna compress it. And so the first step of it is just to close the top zipper to close the packing cubes. And then I come here and I just start pressing the cubes, that inner layer here to the inside so the zipper doesn't get stuck here. So it's just slowly going around. That's why we cannot like get it really full because it can burst. So it never happened to us. So far we're doing really good this first 2 months and they are really working nice and well. I'm just finished this one here. And basically, as you can see, it came from like this size here, sideways, to this size. So it saves a lot of space inside a small bag. After you finish closing all the packing cube, I really like to like smash it a little bit to make sure it's as square as possible, okay? Because sometimes you put like some piece of clothing that it's like bigger than the other after, so it's nice like just to press to make sure it's like kind of as even as it possibly can be. And I really love uh, this packing cubes because they have little drawings here. Just the moment that you're gonna pack, it's really nice to see where things are. After a while, you get used to it, right? So there's like pants and like jackets, and never there's some of those. They're not jackets, but it's really nice to see the drawing and just like relate which one of my things are here. So it's easier in case I get you somewhere and I need something really quickly, I know where to look for. So those are my packing cubes. So let me see if you can see all of them. And I also have this little one that I told you are some personal stuff, and this one for shoes. Oh, and I forgot, each one of us has one of those Turkish towels because they're really good for beaches, pools, and they are thin and they are easy to fold and become really small to fit inside the bag or just like wrap around things. So it fits nicely, thin, and you can use in the sand. I'll leave the link for those towels as well in the description. This is my husband's packing cube set, and this kit comes with two big ones, two medium ones, and two small ones. So we thought that would be better for a family to have This one doesn't come with any drawings, but as you can see, the mesh, you can see through it, and it's pretty easy to check what you have inside. And normally inside the houses that we stay, we put them inside, we open them up, and we leave them open like this, so it's easy to put in any drawer, keep things separate, and it's pretty easy to put in and out. And here's how I put everything inside my carry-on. Okay, so first I open up all the layers so our carry-on, we decided to pick, actually I decided to pick this one for each person, one each color, to be easier to find and to make sure we have all the bags. And it's really nice because it's always compressible, right? So if you need a smaller bag, if you don't have much stuff, that's a great bag to have. Because in case you end up with more clothes when you're coming back home, or with buying more things, you can always open up. So it has 2 layers. The smaller size it gets is this, like this, and then you can have 2 open, or 1 open, or the 2 of them open, which is the perfect size for most of the airlines as a carry-on to bring inside. And why I say that, it looks like it's a little bigger than that, because you can actually take off the little wheels here. So in case they get really upset with you, oh, it's too big, I say, no, I can take it off, and you can take it off easily. Actually, the first flight we took on WestJet, it was like kind of exactly the size. It fit perfectly with the wheels inside the plane, so we didn't have any problems with that. I like to start with this little thing here. It's just like a covering for mattresses that I take for the kids who's younger, in case they don't have any diapers. So I think it's something that it's nice to have with in case you have small kids. So I put right at the bottom, I stretch it properly here to make sure it's getting all the way in the bottom. And then I start with the big packing cubes. The biggest one goes right in the bottom. And I really like to make sure it's like squared with it. It's not like too much to one side or to the other, so the carry-on gets really balanced and stable, because as you see, it's not like that hard shell bags that are really stable. Anything can make it flop, so we have to make sure it's quite balanced. And then I'll go to the next level, always putting them and pressing them down, make sure it's squared. I can like use my legs on the side as well, or I like push it to make sure it gets everything in the right spot. Then next, the smaller ones. Here they are. At this point, that's how it looks like on the inside. Still have plenty of space here, so we just got 2 of the layers done. So I then feed on the sides whenever I find some space here, make sure I get all the empty spaces filled up. I have my towel so it can spread around nicely and cover the gaps around as well. I put some personal things, my shoes, and it still have some space for the dirty clothes that I'm gonna put in later. Today's the day of the trip, and I finish up packing my stuff. So you can see I put all my stuff here. I put here is the toiletries, everybody's shampoo, hair conditioner that we have in bars. My pajamas, dirty clothes, and everything else is in here. So I'm gonna close this one now, and we'll be ready. This one will be ready to go. And yes, we just have to finish my backpack now. Here. Is it to stuff it?
No.
No?
There's too much things in it. And look at the weight of my bag. Oh!
So this one is my backpack. There's a lot of pockets. I already feel a few of them. Like sewing kit that I have with me. I have 2 scissors, and scissors have a maximum size to pass through the security in the airport. So make sure you check this before you put any scissors with you. So I have one of those small sewing ones and one for cutting hair. And I thought that this one for cutting hair they would like do something. They measured last time that we went to the airport, but they let it pass. I have a few like knitting stuff here for me and the kids. Some kit for pimples and other stuff, and I have even one of those tuning forks here because I like it. My watch for alarm clock in the pens, more pens this side, and pencils, and my oracle cards, and that's it that I have here for now. I have here with me a lot of things to pack. All those liquid things, they only allow up to 100 milliliters, so make sure you have smaller ones. I have this one that is 118 and it passed last time, so I didn't have any problems with that. So I just have to put them in plastic bags, and as I'm the one carrying them for the whole family, I have lots of bags and they never complain about it. They see that we have 5 people, so they never complain. But if you are traveling by yourself, that's the maximum size you can carry. This one I got in the Kelowna's airport, this little plastic bag, so you can fit as much as you can inside here of packs that have carry maximum 100 milliliters per pack. Here is how I put them all together. I start with like the little packs that I know that they won't get anything here. Like we have like a first aid kit, just a lot of band-aids, wrappings, and all the stuff. So I know that they won't be checking on it. So I'm gonna put right in the bottom. Let me open as much as I possibly can. Here I have some another bag that we keep things for cutting nails, other little stuff that I use, some thermometers, and basically just a few things I'm gonna put in the back too, because never was questioned about it. I got to all the um, liquids. So last time, like, it's annoying to have to open it up and pass through security. You have to take all of them. So what I want to do this time, I wanted to bring a big bag, big bag, where I can put all the little bags inside and just like take at once. I feel like it's gonna save me some time in the line for the security. So all my stuff, I have this little bag too. It's a little bit, maybe a little bit bigger than this one. They never complain about it. So, magically make it fit in my backpack here. Let's see. That's pretty. Yeah, I bought this backpack before we travel, like a few weeks before we travel, and I thought, oh, it's gonna have a lot of pockets. It's gonna have space for my computer, my books. That's what I put in here. I have a notebook, a few small books, and external hard drives, and I'm gonna put my laptop here. And I feel that this like fancy stuff takes so much space and makes so much weight that I'm almost regretting having bought it. And thankfully I got it like in marketplace. I pay like cheap in it. I'm kind of considering changing for the next trips. So let's see how it goes this time. You have to take it off electronics and liquids from your bag when you pass there. So I did the same thing with the electronic stuff, a few smaller stuff that I have, just to make it easier, just to pull it out, put on the tray that passed through the x-ray, and just put it back, because it took a while last time. It was a lot of stuff. They wanted to see things from inside my bag, the scissors and all the stuff, so it took a long time. That's why it's important to get to the airport not so early, otherwise you stay there waiting for a lot of time, and with kids it is tricky, but at least a couple hours before your flight to make sure you pass through the security with calm. You don't have to rush it. You can organize your stuff properly. This one too, that I also highly recommend if you like flossing your teeth, but you don't like to floss itself. As with my kids, it's really tricky to make them floss their teeth. So I bought this one. It's just a water flosser, super easy to use, and it compresses. It makes it super small, so I can put it in here, and voila, we have it inside the bag with all other electronics here. I'm gonna have to put this one on the bottom, and maybe this one here as well, and I'm gonna put this one on the side. Perfect. I just need to put my laptop, then I'll put it later because I have to use it a little bit more before we go. And just forcing a little bit the closing of the zipper. And voila! We have a bag ready to go. Hey, thanks for watching so far. I hope this video helped you to get ready for your next trip. And if you really like it, if it helped you somehow, please like it in here, subscribe to our channel, and help us to grow our channel so we can keep giving you better and better tips every day. So don't forget, for your next trip, your little neck pillow always hanging on your backpack.